Hey friends, this is lesson 48 and I'm actually going to be holding the camera today because I'm recording in the car, so you might hear some background noise and you might notice the camera's moving a little bit today, so sorry about that. I'm waiting for an appointment, so I figured I would do this. Number 1 says, the children in room 2 collected 83 cans of food for the food drive. Miss R brought in 10 more cans of food. How many cans of food did they collect? So let's see, they started with 83 cans and she brought in 10 more. So what does more tell us to do? Add, right? So we started with 83 and we added 10 more. So we can do that one of two ways. We can add 1 onto the 10's place and make the 8 a 9, and 0 onto the 1's place, which would leave it a 3. Or we can do 83 plus 10 like this. 3 plus 0 is 3, 8 plus 1 is 9. We get the same answer. So answer with the label 93, and what are we counting? How many cans? Number 2, measure each line segment using inches. Bummer, I don't know if I have a ruler along. So I will tell you this, I know that an inch is about this much. And so I'm going to estimate on these and say that I think this would be 2 inches. And I think this would probably be 3 inches. I'm not going to write it down here. I want you to use a ruler or go out to the garage or shop and get a tape measure. Your choice, but I want you to make sure you use the inches side. And don't forget these two terms right here, horizontal and vertical. Now, horizontal is like the horizon. So remember in art where we draw a line where the ground meets the sky and the sun comes up over the horizon, right? Horizontal goes like this. Now the opposite is vertical. Vert means straight up and down. Vertical is a straight up and down line. Horizontal is straight side to side. Okay? So the side to side line is horizontal, measure that in inches. The up and down line is vertical, measure that in inches. How much money is this? Now, I can see because of the picture on the back and this guy on the front, these are nickels. They're about the right size too. And nickels are worth 5 cents. So each one of these is 5 that we count. We're going to count by 5s. Are you ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. It's 35, and we can write it 2 ways. We can write it with a cent sign like this, or we can do $1 and a decimal point and put the cents after the decimal point. There's no dollars in that one. Next, Chris has 9 white socks. Draw the socks and circle the pairs. So I'm actually going to do just tally marks. I'll do a sock like that, okay? 1, let's see, I'm doing 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So a pair is 2 socks, right? That's what we put on in the morning. There's a pair, there's a pair, there's a pair, there's a pair, and it looks like one must have gotten lost in the laundry. So how many pairs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs that I made, right? And how many extras are there? 1 extra. So read those carefully. How many pairs, how many extras? That is division. That's starting division. Next, find each sum. Sum is the answer to an addition problem. So we can do this one of two ways, kind of like up here. We can add 1 onto the tens place, or we can add it up and down like that. Or if you want to use a hundreds chart, you can go 1 down on the hundreds chart from 36 to what's right under it. So if I'm adding 10 onto a number, I change the tens place by 1. So I add 1 to this place and make it a 4. And then the ones place stays the same. 46. 10 onto 13. Add 1 onto the tens place here and make this a 2. And then the ones place stays a 3. 8 plus 9. 17. If you know doubles plus 1, that's what we're practicing here. 8 plus 8 is 16. 9 is 1 more than that, so it's 17. Doubles plus 1 here. 5 plus 5 is 10. 6 is 1 more, and that's 11, if that makes sense. 9, 10, 11, 12. And 9 plus 7 is doubles plus 2. So 7 plus 7 is 14. 9 is 2 more than that, and it's 16. Hope that helps. Have a good afternoon.